Welcome back, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something really near and dear to my heart: gross profit and gross profit margin. So stick around, and we'll learn a little bit of something about that. It's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand why it's super important. So if we look at our top line, our revenue coming in, if you remove all your variable costs, the cost it takes to actually make and produce the good or service, okay, that's your COGS usually. So if we minus that, what we're left over with is your gross profit, and the percentage of that compared to your revenue is your gross profit margin. Now, one of the reasons that so many people don't understand how important this really is that's how much, basically, that's the cost that you've been able to figure out it takes to build your widget or provide your service. And if you think it through, that is where most of your price and price competition comes from. So imagine we got business A and we got business B. Business A figures out how to get the good and service at $20 a widget. They can create it. And business B it takes them $30. Now, can you see over here with business A how I could either charge the same price as business B and make a lot more profit, so I'm way more profitable, or what I could do is come in $5 lower, where I'm actually making, quick math, more profit still, okay, because I'm making an additional $5, and kicking your butt on price. So a lot of business owners talk to me, they're like, I can't lower price. And what they're not doing is they're not innovating, and they're not saying, how do I keep that cost low? And when I say innovate, I don't like keep the cost low. That's not innovation, right? That's historical of downward pressure, and that's good. Okay, but innovation is creating new ways. Leveraging technology is the most common. AI would be a really common one right now flowing out. How do I leverage that to do more with less, become more efficient, reinvent things, remove steps, unnecessary steps, remove bureaucracy, whatever that bloat might look like. Okay, getting rid of those things so that you can be more like business A. Reduce the cost it actually takes to build a widget or provide the service, okay? So back to your gross profit. The reason that's so important is because that is your anchor point for both profitability and pricing. So if you're like, I don't have a good profit margin, we should start and look at COGS, okay? All expenses are important, but your variable expenses are in a one-to-one ratio to whatever you're trying to provide. So that's going to be a way bigger bang for buck if you can get a reduction on that. In addition, how do you compete with price if you're super inefficient and super bloated? Think business B. You're going to get your butt whooped. You can't compete on price because you're just inefficient. If you're struggling with either one of those things, low profit, okay, or can't figure out pricing and figure that your price is just super high, what I strongly recommend is you break into and really review your process and flow, put on your creative hat, and say, how do I reinvent this flow? Maybe it's less phone calls. Maybe it's less trips out to a job site. Maybe it's less payroll or less people touching the project document. Whatever that might look like, it's really creatively. That's the challenge I put forth to you. Do the work. Figure it out. Always be innovating and creating better and more streamlined ways to get the work accomplished. All right. So hopefully that sticks with you and you learned a little something, and go and take it and look at your business and see what you can improve. See you again soon.